Finally, it's time to get rid of this monstrosity and to install Rizoma carbon fiber and aluminum tail tidy. And to do that, first we gotta remove rear seat cowl and alarm underneath to get access to the wiring harness, and then we have 3 T25 Torx bolts underneath that we have to undo. And this whole assembly is going out together. Let's get to it. Okay, this is the plug for the alarm. This is the plug for left turning signal. This is plug for right turning signal. And this is main plug for registration light. So now we have to undo all of these plugs, starting with this. Okay guys, now the wiring harness is free. We have indicators and we have registration light, and now we are going to undo those 3 T25 bolts and remove this belt tie. Let's go! Okay guys, now that we have our license plate holder on the table, we must remove a couple of things. The turn signals, the balls from the turn signals, rubber grommets that I will show you a little bit later where they are going, and we have a wiring harness with old license plate light. We need to cut this cable here and splice the LED license plate light from the Rizoma license plate holder. So without further ado, let's start transplanting these parts to Rizoma tail tidy. Moving on. Alright, now the turn signals are on. Alright guys, now we have our turn signals installed. We have 2 cables from the turn signals and 1 cable from license plate light. Now all these 3 cables need to pass through this rubber grommet and then through the hole on the bike, and we are gonna do all the wiring when the tail tidy is secure on the bike. Okay guys, I tried to cut this rubber grommet, but grommet decided to snap on half. So I'm gonna put through the cables without this rubber grommet because this hole and the hole on the bike aren't on the same place. So the possibility of water getting into the bike is very small. So I'm gonna put this turn signal cable through this hole and this through this hole, and license plate light through this hole. And now our license plate holder is ready for installation. Like I said, we have 3 rubber grommets that we are going to put right over here. 1, 2, 3. Now that we have installed our rubber grommets, it's time to put our tail tidy. But before we put them, we must put our cables through this hole that I showed you earlier. brake light, one indicator, and second indicator, and then we're gonna pull them all up. Now it's time for the maybe most difficult part, and that is wiring. Here I have our wiring harness with our license plate light from the old license plate holder. And now we have to splice these two wires together. And you may think that it's very hard, but it is very simple because Rizoma have provided us some quick connectors. Let me show you. These are the connectors we are going to use to connect these two wires. It is very simple. You just put one wire here, one wire here, and press this metal plate all the way down. You want it all the way down, and when it's flush with this plastic bit here, you know you have made a good connection. After this, there is no going back, so cut! Now we have to trim this sleeve to expose the wires, like so. Then we're gonna cut this excess heat shrink, cut these connectors. Oh shit. We take our quick connector, red wire here, red wire from our main harness, and we're gonna put our main wire here, like so. And then we just have to press this a little metal plate until it's seated all the way through, and just squeeze it. Just squeeze it. Oh, press this plate all the way through, and now we have a very solid connection. Like you see, this not going anywhere. And now we have this this plastic clip, and our first connection, like you see here, is done. Now it's time for second connection. We'll use our pliers and put the metal plug all the way down until it's correctly seated. And like you see, this is very secure connection. There is no way this is going out. We're gonna put our plastic clip over, and we are now successfully wired our license plate light. Now the only thing that is left for us to do is to plug our turn signals, and before we assemble anything, we try to see if is everything connected right. So one turn signal and second turn signal, and we're gonna turn on the ignition. The license plate is working, turn signals are working, yes. And now that we are tested our installation, now we're gonna tuck the cables and make this looks like it is OEM. So now we're gonna do that. Okay guys, now that we are finished with the wiring on top, now we're gonna do something about these loose wires on the bottom. For that, Rizoma have provided us these small clips, have adhesive on the back, and we can route our cables the way we want. Now we have one adhesive clip that is gonna go right over here, and this clip gonna hold our turn signal right here, and we're gonna do the exact the same on the other side. And then we got two more clips that are going this way, and the final one, so. And guys, we are officially done with this job. Okay guys, we are finished with the installation of Rizoma tail tidy. It is fairly simple, and the wiring, it is very simple, so please don't get scared from this job. It is very simple to do. You will need maybe hour or maybe 2 hours tops, and this mod will be installed. Thank you for your time, thank you for watching. I hope I help you a little bit. Now it's time for some cinematic b-roll of the Rizoma tail tidy. Once again, thank you for your time, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers!